Testing audio. Well then, y'all flatter me too much. Just ignore what I'm saying right now, because it's pre-show gibberish. Just testing something out. Where'd the audio go? Well, hello there. This is the day. Which day? It's a 20th of May. It's a 20th of May day. Day. I was trying to get my trying to share the fact that I was streaming, and I just could not find it on the computer. So I'm continuing to try to do that from my phone. Content. It's like, I should know how to do this. I've done it in the past. Why does it not like me? Oh well. Anyway, I guess I won't make announcements on various social platforms that I am actually... Oh, there's a share button. Why does that not show up on the computer? Or am I just blind? Anyway, what we are doing today is something truly exciting. Not really. We have some work to do. I have to make some documentation for the new model kit. What new model kit, you say? Let's see. this guy. This guy, what you're seeing there, is not even done yet. I have to paint him still. But I have an order that came in for a new kit, so I have to ship that order out today. So in order to do that, I want to put some documentation in there and some packaging in there, and I don't have any of that together. Of course, I can't really complete that until I actually complete the model, so I can take a picture of it and have a nice product shot. But at the very least, I want to have the assembly instructions put together. So to do that, I've been working on some... I've been working on something else. I'm going to transition to this, and it's going to be upside down. There, I warned you. It's going to be upside down. And if I turn that off... No. That does do the thing I want to do, but I do need to see the monitor. Where's my monitor? There's a Streamlabs webcam. Huh. Apparently, for some reason, my desktop isn't showing. Sorry for this delay. It's been kind of one of those days, I guess. So, let's see. Add display capture. Display capture 2. Add existing. Let's make a new one. Display capture 2. There we go. Okay. Not sure why that wasn't showing up before. But, let's see. I do need to put this below the puppet so you can see me in all my fantastic puppety glory. Hello. Doesn't seem to be doing it. So where's the puppet now? Ah. You know, I was probably on the wrong... I was on the wrong thing, that's why. Oh, I should know OBS better by now. I was on the wrong scene. This is the scene I want to edit. Okay, there we go. And I want to... Okay. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. We're back. We're back. And of course, we're cool. We're so cool. So glad that you joined us. Anyway. Haha. What you see here is me struggling to figure out the best way to do this. To get a picture of the hand arm assembly. And there's a wire in there. And yeah. Let's see. If I turn on edges for this. Particle line thickness. Does that show up in... Actually, I don't need to turn all those on. Probably don't need to turn any of those on. Oh, you can't even see that anyway. Okay. Let's see. Let me switch to VPR to see what the render looks like. VPR, okay, so that is showing up there. Let's make that negative 0.002. 0.002. There we go. Maybe it'd be more of a 15. Okay. So, that would be our wire. Let's change my background view, I think, to white. And compositing, background color. Oh, use background color white. There we go. Now, of course, these don't show up very well. Apparently, these need to have an outline on them. Nope, I don't want polystack to have that. I want arm segment. There we go. And this, I guess I can make this a darker color. Surface editor. Ooh, needs to be a different surface name. I heard a ding dong. All right. Wire. Q. Wire. Just naming it. A critical error. Ah, lovely. Let's try that again. This part is the part that intimidates me at the moment, because things aren't working exactly the way I want them to. Like I was hoping that if I stretch this out, it would just change the distance between the pieces and not actually stretch the pieces themselves. So I wonder if there is a setting that I can do to take care of that under the instancing tab, just because I'm using the underlying geometry to position or to place things. I don't want them to actually follow the scale of the thing. No, none will be under rotation. Oh, surface? No. Instances 6, max polygon, option seed, into display. Yeah, no. Nothing I'm seeing here is gonna override the issue that I'm trying to figure out. That is, again, why these are getting longer instead of just changing in position. If I use deformed scale, does that do it? No, because that seems like it'd be doing the opposite of what I want. Neutral scale factor. If I make that 0, does that do anything? No. What if I... No, I don't want to do polygon. What if I did surface? Nah, that won't work either. Yeah, I have it the way I want it. I do have a workaround for this. But where did I see the nodes? Nodes. Here we go. Use nodes. Edit nodes. Base position to offset. Oh well. I'm just plugging things in, seeing what they do. And it's not what I want. I could do plug offset min and max, but that's, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do what I want it to do. All right, let's go to our second option that I thought of. I have added a morph onto this object. Do I want to? No, I don't want to do that like that. I need a morph mixer. Now I have a morph. That gives me what I want. And let's see, for that thing I can hide it. Scene editor. I know this is not a very exciting thing to watch, but I have things I need to get done, and I want to get them done. Alright, let's go back and try that. First of all, we'll save. Save all. Yes. And yes. And then I want to make the... I want the wire to be visible, but I don't. I eventually want the hand to be visible, but right now I don't want the arm segments. Oh, there's a polystack. I want polystack to be hidden. Do I? That seems to be affecting the instances as well. Oh well. Anyway, let's get our wire sorted out. Try to get back into Modeler. It had crashed that last time. Okay, load object. Arm segment. Open. Zoom in. Find the wire layer. And then we will give this a different name for the surface. And give it a dark color so it shows up. Hit save. Quit out of it. Now, this should update this if it hasn't crashed it. Now if I can switch to VPR, you should see a wire. Okay, now this wire is obviously not long enough. So I stretched it to be small. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? So many good questions. First of all, let's get rid of that. I'm not going to worry about animating it at this point. I just want something to show. I also need a hand. It's right there. It wasn't showing up in the render. That's okay. Change my scale. Should probably be doing this all on frame 0. And for the wire, let's reset that. Okay. Let's move my camera, or my view, Oh wow, they're out of the same plane. Not in the same plane at all. Which side do I want to be on? I've been doing most of the things from this side, so I think it's probably best to stay on this side. Let's move my camera over to here. Okay. Now I have a morph on this. Morph mixer. Let's see, which one is that? Well, that didn't quite work. Okay. And I'm not I don't have the hand turned on for rendering. So let's turn that on. Hello, hand. There you are. At least one of them. There's the other one. Make that wire a little thinner. And for some reason I want to see this from the other side. Let's make we'll reduce the size of the edges on this. At least the inside edges. The silhouette edges I think can still be large. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so T, let's move that around. That's where it's going to need to go. Okay, I'm gonna render that. And I'm gonna save it. Save RGB. Ping 32. Arm 1. Let me select the wire. Properties for the wire. Geometry. Morphing. We'll just do this weirdly. Take lots of pictures and sort it out later. That's my motto. And we still won't have everything we need. But hello there. How is everyone doing? Arm 2. Let's see. Right. I just want a little bit of a bend in it there. I don't know if that's actually necessary, but it's worth a shot. So arm 3. I basically have until about, well, 2 o'clock, but that's not going to help you if you're in a different time zone. So we are at 11, 12, 1, 2. So I got 3 hours to get some documentation together so I can pack it in this thing and send it out. So that's what I have, a few hours to work on this. All right, continue, and let's see. The next thing, let's just move this over top. Oops, not over top. There we go. And let's do arm 3. Or arm 4. And this, I'm showing step by step. I don't need to be showing it quite this much detail. But, like I said, it gives us options to work with later on. Now, the next step would be to thread on the beads. I'll say the beads are already separated. The arm segments are already separated. And let's see. I just want to do a little shout out on a couple of Discord threads saying, hey, I'm a stream in a less offensive accent. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This music isn't copyrighted. Well, it is now because I just made it. One more time, one more thing. See if I can find where I need to place this. Share to. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Oh well. We're just going to go with what we have. Sorry, that was so exciting. Ah, the Mountain Dew. Okay. Back to this. Alright, so let's drop out of VPR mode to move around a bit more easily and quicker. I will change to this other section, or this other camera position. I'm using the game controls that were added into Lightwave a few versions back, just to move us around a little bit better. Or in WASD style, as I'm used to. How about something like this? But right now I want to parent this to the wire. Parent to the wire. Yes. And I want to move the wire up here, because I want to show it not... I want to show it coming into the beads. And I also probably want to change the interior of the beads. You know what? You know what? This needs a little motion. So let's see. Where's my OBS? Oh. That's not it. There we go. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that so amazing? There. That's a little better. Got a robot in my ear. Never fear. The robot in my ear. I'll put that behind this display capture. Okay, no, I don't want to put it behind the display capture. Anyway, we are going to get back to doing the thing that I was doing. Part of that, which was moving the camera around. Come on, select camera. Select the freaking camera. Okay, there we go. I have control back, I think. I think this is going to have to be a close-up of this. Save. Whatchamacallit. Here we go. Five. So let's try to get this stage wrapped up by 11:30, or in a half hour. Surface editor, default, copy, paste, file, save all. Okay, let's do that again. Save what? The same thing we've been doing. Okay. Now the next step. Hello. Okay. Something locked up. Which is always fun. There we go. Wow. Okay. T for move. Looks like I wasn't quite centered. Or something's not centered. Maybe it's just the hand. It's not. Let's pick the hand. Yeah, that's not right. Pick the hand, center it, center the view on the object that is selected. And let's rotate this so it is yeah. I had to do something to the pivot point, reset the pivot point, sorta. So, because I was in a gimbal lock situation. Since I'm not really animating, I can cheat and do it the way that I did it. So it wasn't perfectly set up, basically. Okay, let's move that just a little bit. That might have been more than a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. I suppose I could have sketched this out beforehand and just sent the drawing. Why is this? I don't know why I don't complete the thoughts I'm saying. Save, yes. X. Why is this not moving now? Weird. Okay, I'm in view mode grab somehow. Not sure how I got that. Anyway. for the control settings. Wonder what that does. Viewport monitor. Navigation options. There we go. Style orbit helicopter. Walk. Let's try walk. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'm sure there's probably a keyboard shortcut to enable that or disable that. Alright, so let's take a snapshot of that. And there's a bit at the top that I need to wipe out. But that'll be easy to do. 6, so this would be 7. And then let's condense our arm segment wire. Our arm segment polystack, that is. We will take off the morph. And we will move in our wire to stack it like that. I suppose for the sake of reality, I should make these not all be perfectly straight. So let's go to our instancer where I'm placing these beads and just kind of give it some random rotation. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, it does. It's just not very small. Increase that. It's just like, see, seem to be all very affected similarly. Oh well, that gives us enough noise, I think, to, not noise, but, you know. Enough of something. Let's also add in some lines. Arm segment. There we go. Properties. Render. Nope. Edges. Silhouette edges. Let's do intersection edges as well. That should give us edges in here where the polygons intersect. Yeah. It's a subtle difference, but it's, I think I like it. So I'll resave over the old one. So we're almost done with the arm, which is the part that is the only part I have left, almost. It's the only major part I have left. But I would like to give it a little bit of a bend, so let's see if we can do that. And I'm a little scared. Let's see. I'm going to increment my scene. And I'm going to key everything there. Add 0. And that means, nope, that doesn't mean it. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Well, I want to move the polystack. I want to move the spine. Let's see. Top. Kind of want the I know I want the wire to bend, but I also want the other thing to follow it. Arm stack. This wire is a lot longer than it needs to be, I think. Okay, so I think I need to parent the polystack to the wire. Current object polystack. Yeah. Parent it to the wire. Parent in place was not on? How odd. Okay. Now if I move the wire, that whole, all of the segments and the hand should go with it. Question is, can I bend the wire? And what method do I want to use to bend the wire? We had some bones. See if this works. You can tell I'm working at a very small scale here. I don't think I need that last one. Okay. Now let's rest those bones. And that bends the wire, but it's not bending the other things with it. Okay, it's out of the camera view anyway. Where is the camera view? Alright, let's... Where did everything go? Why are they like that? There we go. Not sure what happened there. Guess they're all 10 millimeters. All right. That's all I needed to do. Now, is the bone actually moving? Yes, the bone is moving. Or the wire. It's not great. But it does do what I told it to. Rest length, 10 millimeters. Okay, question is, how do I get the poly layer to follow the bones of that? Let's see. Arm segment, poly stack. Use bones. I don't know if I need to use the bones or just have it follow some other way, but we're going to try wire. ¿Dónde está? There it is. Okay, it's something. It's something. This is actually the part I've been kind of dreading, is just this hole. Okay, so it is bending, but it's not corresponding directly. I think this might require some rejiggering. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's make this bone half the length. Oh, how about that? And make our poly object double the length. That does not look good. You know what I could do is I could just... No, that's not going to work either. Okay, let's... different technique. Different technique. Okay, not that far back. I think that's where I want to be. But the stack looks funky. Okay. So I can, there's an old trick for moving it down the line. Maybe I'll have to utilize that, if that works. 10 minutes left on this thing, and I just need to do one little bit, and that's this complex curvy bit. Okay, so that's kind of functioning the way I want it to. Don't know what's different about the last time I did that. Okay. I think I can do that old trick where I move. I create a morph target. To move the polygons or points through the bone. Polystack. Not weight map. I want a morph map. It's not a very good name. We'll go with it. Polystack, properties, geometry, morph mixer. Now we don't want the segments. I guess we could. That gives us an adjustment at least. But this, why is that not going through the bones? Maybe because the bones aren't on it, or it's on a different object. Let's... Huh. I don't know what I just did. Not the bone. I want to change the object. Not the wire object, the polystack object. It looked like it worked at that one point, but then it didn't. Maybe because the spacing is off? Yeah, I guess it's just the spacer. Does the slider actually? No, the slider doesn't do what I want it to do. Does a little bit, maybe. What? What happened there? I didn't click on anything to make that happen that I'm aware of. That's close enough. Let's go back to our instancing, because I think I can set something to make that better. Let's see. Alignment will be with normals. Except not. Let's go back to our original segment. No. All right. I don't want target item, I want uniform. Normal, uniform. Pitch. I mean, I can do it with random. I just have to why did that not do it? Other way. Hey, hello, whoever is there watching. Not that I actually trust the algorithm. Not the algorithm, but whatever. The reporting on that. Okay. Okay, we got the wire. Got that turning. This is not going to do what I want it to do, but I'll check again anyway. Yeah, it just slides it forward. It's not following the contours. Unless I have something, I have to do something differently in order. Put that before bones. There we go. That's more what I need. Unfortunately, there are some issues with that. Although, let's see. There's still some issues with that. I'm sure there's some properties on this bone that's that I can change. I don't think I want that. Rest length. That's fine. Multiply by rest length. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Faster bones, morphed positions. There we go. Not exactly right. I wonder if I can just manually push this down the line. Ooh, I might need to drop in the quad view for this. At this point, I just want to get something done. But I don't think this is going to work very well, unfortunately. Maybe. Okay. Coordinate system, local. I can see that the spline is not quite where I need it to be. Or rather the... Let's just do this. Let's get that lined up on the spline. On the bone. Did I do it? No! Alright, let's get our polystack lined up as well. Let's select my hand again. Is that the right hand? Yeah. So what happened to that? Oh, this is not good. That was too much, I'm sure. That's not even curved anymore. Why is that not curved anymore? This is frustrating. Frustrating? Use bones from, not polystack, from wire. There we go. Why did that get undone? Anyway. I'm probably going to have a wire sticking out the front of this, which I don't want, so maybe I can... shrink these. Oh, good. I can. I sure hope this works. And I should have saved it.